Most people think that aging and fertility decline are problems that only affect women, but in reality, that is not true actually, because many men are surprised to learn that after the age of 30, a lot starts happening in their body, a lot of changes start happening in their body that can affect their testosterone level, fertility, their muscle mass, their energy, their metabolism. And the scary part is that most of these changes happen so gradually that many men don't even notice them until years later. So you need to understand that it's not only women that have fertility decline or maybe health issues that are related to aging. So what really happens to a man's body after 30? Now, if you're coming across my channel for the first time, my name is Uche Chichezendo, a clinical physiologist. If it concerns your health, trust me, we gist about it. So do well to hit the notification bell so that anytime I post a new video, you'll be the first to see it. Now let's get started. Firstly, let me start by saying this: aging is a blessing. Yes, you heard me. Don't see aging as something that is bad. No, it's not everybody that lives to see today. Some persons are cut short. So don't see aging as a disease. No. In fact, many men are in their physical prime in their 30s. But the problem here is that after 30, your body gradually stops giving you free passes. In your 20s, you can survive on little sleep, can eat all the junk food in the world, or maybe skip exercise and still feel okay. But after 30, your body starts demanding payment for those unhealthy habits. The real reason boils down to physiology, how your body is consistently rebuilding itself. Every day you're making hormone, your bodies are repairing tissues, building muscles, producing sperm and generating energy. When you're younger, these processes happen efficiently without stress. But as you age, some of these systems start slowing down, not drastically, not overnight, but enough that you begin to notice changes. Now let's talk about the first major changes. The testosterone production becomes less efficient. One of the biggest changes occurring after 30 happens in your testes. Now listen up. The testes contain specialized cells called the Leydig cells. These cells are responsible for producing testosterone. Now listen up. As men age, these cells don't just disappear overnight. They don't just disappear overnight. What happens is that they become less responsive to hormonal signals from the brain. Now think of it like a factory that still operates but is not able to produce at maximum capacity anymore. It's no longer producing like the way it usually produced before. As testosterone gradually declines, men may notice subtle changes, not necessarily erectile dysfunction, not necessarily infertility, but things like lower motivation, reduced energy, slower recovery after exercise. It influences your brain, it influences your metabolism. Testosterone influences your bone, your energy, even your mood. Increased body fat, especially that belly fat, and a harder time to build muscles. Sometimes they find it difficult to build muscles after 30s, unlike when you're in your 20s, more easy. The interesting part is that testosterone is not only a sex hormone. Yes, you heard me. This hormone influences almost nearly every organ system in the body. That is why small hormonal changes can have widespread effects. Now, another thing aging does to your body as a man after 30s is stubborn belly fat. Many men start noticing something frustrating after 30s. Their stomach start growing, even though that they have been eating roughly the same way they did years ago. So what's happening? What exactly is the difference? The part of the answer is your muscles. Muscle tissues burns calories even when you are resting. It's metabolically an active tissues. The more muscle you have, the more calories your body burns throughout the day. But after 30, muscle mass naturally starts declining, particularly if you are not training strength. As muscle decreases, metabolism slows down. Now you are burning fewer calories than before. The result is that your body will start to store energy as fat. And unfortunately, men tend to store excess fat around their abdomen. Some of them in their 20s, they don't notice such kind of thing. No matter how they eat, no matter the junk food, their body don't protrude out, their belly don't protrude out like that. Now, once they've turned 40s, in their 40s or late 30s, they start having protruding belly. One of the reasons is testosterone. Now, I mentioned earlier that testosterone is not just a sex hormone. Yes, it affects your muscles, It affects your bone, your brain, your mood, your metabolism, how your body burns calories, how you are built as a man. So as you age as a man, your testosterone level declines. Now, this is not about body shape. Now, listen up. Belly fat is not just store energy. It's actually biologically an active tissue. It increases inflammatory chemicals that can convert testosterone to estrogen. Some of you men don't actually know that you have estrogen. That estrogen is one of the hormones your body produces also, but just that in small quantity. I know that estrogen is known as the female sex hormone. Men naturally produce estrogen by converting testosterone into estrogen. This conversion from testosterone to estrogen is driven by an enzyme called aromatase. This process mostly occurs in your fat tissues. That protruding stomach you keep on having, your belly keeps growing. That is where that estrogen is being converted. Your liver, your testes, these are the area it happens mostly. In other words, excess belly fat as a man can contribute to a lower testosterone level. That's one reason why obesity and low testosterone often go hand in hand together. Now, for the third thing that can happen to you as a man after 30 is fertility decline. Now, let's talk about something many people don't actually realize, or maybe they don't want to agree. Men also have a biological clock too. Yes, you heard me, but not as dramatic as women. But yes, it exists. A man's body produces millions of sperm every day, but however, sperm production isn't all about quantity alone, but quality also matters. As men age, sperm cells accumulate damage from oxidative stress, environmental toxins, from illnesses, from smoking, from alcohol, poor diet, and even aging itself. After 30s, especially after 40s, sperm cells may show reduced motility. Motility simply means the sperm ability to swim effectively. Remember, the sperm have to swim to meet the egg for fertilization to occur. So it has to swim from your uterus to your fallopian to where fertilization occur. So as you age as a man, that ability of sperm to swim effectively, it reduces. Some studies also show increased DNA fragmentation in sperm cells as men age. What that means is that the genetic material inside the sperm cells becomes more vulnerable to damage. This doesn't mean that a man cannot father children. No, many men successfully have children in their 40s, in their 50s, and beyond. I'm just trying to explain to you what aging can do to your body as a man. But biologically speaking, sperm quality is generally at its best during younger adulthood. Now, for the fourth thing that happens to your body after 30s is that recovery is no longer instant. Remember when you could play football and go to work the next day and feel perfectly fine? Many men discover after 30s that their body don't recover as fast as before. This happens because tissue repair becomes less efficient, your muscles takes longer to build, or you notice that inflammation lasts longer, or maybe minor injuries takes time to heal. While you're sleeping, your body releases growth hormones. Now, these hormones help to repair your muscles, your tissues, your cells. When sleep quality drops, the body suffers because it's during sleep your body repairs itself. Yes, you heard me. So after 30s, your body becomes less tolerant to chronic sleep deprivation. If maybe 3 hours or 4 hours sleep is okay for your body to recover as maybe as a younger adult in 20s, 30s, but after 30s, that 4 hours sleep, 3 hours sleep is not enough for your bodies to recover, for your tissues to recover. So as you age, your body needs sleep. You can't maneuver it. No matter how you want to deprive yourself, it will tear on your body. Aging is inevitable. I told you before, it's a part of human existence. It's a part of living things. As long as you're living things, you must age. So it's inevitable. However, how well you age is heavily dependent on your daily habits. So you as a man, take good care of yourself, take good care of your health. If you can cut down on alcohol, cut down on smoking, all those things have impact on your health. Aging comes with its own issues. You don't have to add to it and make it worse than it should. There are men that have their best life in their 40s, in their 50s, and beyond, in their 60s, when they have their best life. So I won't just generalize. Take good care of yourself, exercise if you should. Now, if you find this video helpful, don't forget to give a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share. Bye.